Presenting you the most exciting and Roman X-rated film. Okay, I'm excited today to talk about a first Roman X double bill of Woman in a Box, Virgin Sacrifice, and Taboo X Perversion.
Yeah, these two were actually the start of Roman X. Even though there have been precursors to Roman X, I think we're both excited to talk about these films. I think I'm a little more excited about Woman in a Box
I think I'm both
personally.
excited about
Well,
that.
personally, I think
I'm
Woman
the
in a Box
Taboo
is.
X apologist.
I mean, I rewatching it recently. I was kind of bored.
Oh,
I
I could
got
see
I
that.
got bored, but then there's enough weirdness to happen in it, so I guess let's just start talking about X perversion.
You want to start with Taboo?
Oh no, I'm sorry. We're gonna talk about one in a box. So let's just keep on going. Like
Okay, cool, cool, cool. Okay, yeah.
I
Okay,
think it's just the beauty of us talking together because
let's
sometimes
repeat XXX.
yeah, it's just triple X. Let's just go with that. All right. So
I guess we could kind of briefly just talk about the plot of like Woman in a Box. Obviously, this whole thing is going to be spoilers, but again, like I think even if you say it, it's just not going to really describe these films too well.
I think yeah, because we as much as we rated them on Letterbox, we've seen them multiple times, and we're always telling people to watch them. Uh, Women in a Box is basically a story of a couple, a perverted couple who are just perverse sexual deviants who end up they get bored and they end up wanting to pick up a young girl, a virgin you would say,
As their sex slave.
as a sex slave and just continue to violate her in many possible ways and degrade her to the extremes and then eventually release her. So that's pretty much the plot.
It's kind of funny. I don't think when we first watched this, it was probably God, maybe like a year or 2 years at this point. We didn't know it was based on like a true crime
Oh,
story.
okay. The true crime story is even crazier because of what this person by the name of Stan,
Colleen Stan. Oh my
Colleen
God.
Stan.
Quiz time. We're failing the true crime podcast.
So the story is from 19. She was kidnapped in 1977 and held captive until 1984. So that the whole story of the original Girl in the Box. It's called Girl in the Box.
Which we also watched the Lifetime adaptation separately from this.
Yes, so
Not as
we
fun.
we watched it much later in this that was made in 2016.
A very, very timeless tale of degradation and
But
pain.
what the Lifetime movie is must have you watch out there watch Lifetime, it is not good. It's boring.
It's fairly subdued. I mean, if anything, it's the more tasteful.
It's tasteful and actually tries to tell the story, but they also miss a lot of the major elements of the original story. So what was also happening too after the Lifetime movie, there's a documentary that talks about more about what happened to Colleen, the aftermath, whatnot. So we didn't know about that after watching the original Nikkastu story. So
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. I don't think, I mean, again, they take the idea, but they're not super literal. There's things with it that are really interesting what they match, like that the head box thing was from the true case.
yes, because
Also, the larger box thing is more of a style thing too. I don't
yeah,
think it was as constructed by the original couple.
no, the original couple had they had more of a longer elongated, so like looks like more of a casket
Yeah.
looking box that the Colleen would be in under the bed, and they had a water
Versus
bed.
Nikatsu's more just like a box of their head popping out.
So Nikatsu was like, we're taking liberties and just going bananas with it.
All the liberties, all the depravities.
Yeah, so that's what happens in the original story. So Nikatsu, I'm assuming the writer of this, they decided to take the story and just go full 1,000 miles per hour at this. They completely change everything, but some of the core stories are there where they kidnap a woman. She was, I believe, a virgin,
They
and
also cut out the couple had a kid and they
they
also
had
had
two
another
kids.
kid
Yeah,
while like she was kidnapped too. So they cut that out, which I
yeah,
think is great.
yeah.
Eliminate the kids.
So, but in the Nakatsu version, um, our victim ends up being a pseudo kind of third child, or like it's a weird parental kind of thing
Oh,
happening.
yeah, mommy and
It's
daddy.
mommy and daddy, but it's also kind of it's and I'm gonna cuss. It's fucked up what they do to her. But eventually, like in the original story, the victim becomes more used to it. They kind of become like what is it? Oh, the original story actually. Let me go back. They're being they're controlling the victim by saying that there's a program out there, a company that's gonna come and kill her if they don't do what the
Oh
master
yeah, which
says.
Nikasa doesn't do at all, like
No, no.
whatsoever. Yeah.
So that's why. So that's what's kind of interesting. So in the Nikatsu version,
What would it be like? Nakasa's like Toei's gonna come and get
I think
you.
Toei's gonna come and get you. But
Toei's gonna make you do that pinky violence. What would they
okay,
threaten her with?
I wish people could see our faces right now because I'm just like dying right now.
That's great.
Because again, remember how I mentioned before in our previous podcast that
Or Nikatsu versus Toei.
it's basically WWF versus WCW
But
for
that's
the
kind of
wrestling
fun
fans out
though
there.
too, like when Nikatsu does it, the story, like they have fun with it. Also, I guess I could talk a bit
It's
about this.
let's just say the level of absurdity in Woman in a Box. And again, we keep on telling to each other about like, oh, let's just have a movie night and have our friends over and watch
You
them.
pick this one.
I would pick this one only because I want to test our friendships
I
with
think it's
her.
for couples looking for a third.
Yes.
Like,
And I think a lot of our friends think that we're probably like that
oh,
in real life. We're this depraved couple who like just watching really weird sex things, but we are really
I mean,
not.
it's about boxes. They're supporting like the federal mail, like U.S. like postal service.
No, but I also think like the box idea. I mean, yeah, so let's just get into like some stuff you want to mention about it, some technical stuff about
Oh yeah. I
uh,
guess I kind of briefly go over it. This is directed by our favorite Masaru Konuma, who's
yeah,
kind of known as like I would call him the king of Nikatsu, the Nightmare Weaver. He's
yes,
also known for like starting BDSM at Nikatsu.
yeah,
He directed movies with BDSM actually even before 74. So like
yes,
I watched one recently too in 72 with Mari Tanaka,
yeah,
which is kind of interesting. Briefly has BDSM in it. He experiments, then Naomi Tommy comes along. He starts doing Onoko dance scripts.
hmm,
At some point in 1980, he stops working with Onoroku Dan. Also, in 1983, it's like Kanuma doesn't really direct BDSM until this.
yeah.
So he kind of was like moving on to other films, moving on to TV dramas. So it's kind of interesting. In the 80s, like when his career is kind of mainstream in a sense, he does this.
The way you say this,
This.
because yeah, so if you are a big Nakatsu fan or just Pink Film in general, like Kanuma is like just this kind of surrealist, very dreamlike, very moody.
I think he also understands like a classic Hollywood story almost too, like a
Yes.
woman's picture. It's like having that like female awakening. Maybe not so much this one.
Well, there's some
The
awakening.
Tawny ones are more a little more drunk
Yeah.
Crawford.
Yeah. So, and I think, I mean, I've said this many times to you in conversations, even in the car randomly. I'm like, this is Kanuma's masterpiece, even though other people could say, no, it's probably his later stuff or his earlier stuff. To me, this is him at all cylinders, firing at all cylinders. He just doesn't give a fuck.
Oh gosh, that's hard to. Oh my god,
I mean, personally, for me, because
the heart wants what it
the
wants.
heart wants what it wants. I mean, personally, I also think my other masterpiece movie is another one that we will eventually talk about is Sex Apartments.
That's not Kanuma.
No, no, but like
Oh yeah, that would be another one, like
I
a
just,
Jala themed episode.
it's just one of those like films I think of Nikatsu I love.
You know what? I feel like your favorite Kanuma one would be Tawny's Wet Face.
Yeah, I would say because like it's I love Wife to Be Sacrificed for all its depravity in different ways. But yeah, yeah, I think you're right. Wet Vase is more of my favorite
It's
because
cooler, more
it's
modern.
beautiful, and there's that scene I love that it's just this awakening. Oh, there's multiple scenes, but I think the one where she's walking and she gets out of like she's walking out of prison because her husband's there, and she's walking and she sees all these I think Yakuza men, right? There or some kind of gangsters
Yes.
outside of the car, and eventually she's walking normal, and all of a sudden she has like an orgasm while walking and touching herself and this beautiful green dress. But yes, enough about Tani. She's just beautiful. She is beautiful, but she also can act. I just want to
How
put
did
that
we
out.
react when we first watched this? Because like it's one of
Woman
the
in a
early Impulse
Box.
titles.
I think we were both absolutely shocked, amazed, and just I remember it because we watched like I think like 50 Nikatsu before. We watched
Yeah,
other
this is kind
films
of coming into that.
because I think we were waiting for this one because you ordered it from Impulse, and I think
You know what's funny? Okay, based off the poster art, I had no knowledge of this. I thought it was actually the woman in this on the cover with Seiko, the young girl, that the woman was like cross-dressing or drag because she
Yes,
breeds as kind of like
a
butch
very butch,
feminine.
butch, like just not butch femme, just butch.
Butch.
It's like
She had
butch.
a splash of blush on.
Yeah. So, and then when we actually watch the film and then we see the actress, you're like, oh, okay, she just looks very like because she has short hair.
Yeah, no, she has a kind of a softer vibe. Also, like, I think this is her only film she did. It's
Yeah,
kind of funny. Online mention, like, there might have been where, like, she was running away during the production, not wanting to make this
I
movie.
don't blame her.
But she has, like, the easiest role.
She does have the easiest.
Like,
She has the easier role because she's just like in the background masturbating while
she doesn't have to go in the sewer or, like, play with the
Seiko,
rat.
like Seiko is
Sicko.
just like getting violated the whole time or like being just yeah, and then this other actress, she's just there in the background masturbating. And then there's one scene where she like fucks Seiko with a dildo in the
I
middle,
mean, it's
like
all
the
simulated,
it's
too.
all
Yeah, it's all
simulated. I
simulated.
mean, we were talking about this earlier that what if like what was it like to film this? I want to know
Oh
from
my God,
like
what's the headspace for this?
and also most people I think that this is real, like this is actual real simulated sex, but it's not because you see the blurring a lot of like the private parts and also you could tell like I think they're just rubbing.
Yeah, I think they're rubbing. Honestly, this still seems like it's in pink film territory
Yes.
because at this point, like we've seen probably like the four legitimate precursors to Roman X.
Which are
So like the first two Sakan, which is also I guess it's kind of funny. It's translated as like the punishment.
and punishment too, I think.
Yes,
Yeah.
that it also comes with that. Then we're getting Apartment Wife Onani,
Yes.
and then also the one we watched recently, The Last Onani. I would say any of those four, like you could argue that that is real sex, right? That that's adult video.
Yes, because the what they're doing simulated and whatnot, the way it looked.
Yeah.
But I think it's funny. I think Women in a Box
Woman in a Box it seems like okay, it's a
is
pink film dressed up as like that shot on video look.
I mean, it's shot on video. It looks like video,
Oh,
but it's because it's Konuma. I think they had a budget still. They
they knew
had
how
a
to
crew.
light.
They knew how to light because the dungeon scenes still look beautiful. They're lit. Even when they're outside in public, it looks like there's lights because when our characters are outside or they're inside the little van, there's lights. You could see the kind of reflectors.
Yeah, he also has a flair for composition too, because I'm like, okay, we've seen like the trashier side of Roman X with no budget.
There's no budget.
Yeah.
And again, we're going to talk about Roman X as a
All
whole,
the
the
Han.
Han bonds, and we're going to talk about those there. But today we're just focusing on this beautiful masterpiece of a movie that's fucked up at the same
Give
time.
it all the awards.
I would give it all the Academy Awards
All the
or
Academy Awards.
the Japanese Academy Awards. I don't know why it was not nominated for the Japanese Academy Awards at that in 85, 86. I'm just saying. But anyway, let's get back to it because yeah, so
You know, it's kind of funny. It's like we talk about Seiko in it, like
yeah,
all the degradation she goes through. It's probably one of the most physical things I've seen from an actor that's not Tawny.
yes,
Like,
because Tawny does some crazy shit in her films, but it's done in a beautiful, erotic, sensual way. It's more slower,
yeah,
right?
Tawny's a little more artful.
Whereas Seiko in
She's
this
getting like
one,
hosed down.
she's getting hosed down. She's getting like violated with multiple objects because that's also a part of the true story of Girl in the Box is that uh the guy he could not have penetrative sex with his the slave based off of the wife, so he instead was just orally raping her. Then he would just stick things in her vagina
The
or
Katsu one
anus.
keeps a little looser because like they do
They
it.
do both.
Also, the woman joins in, which is not
Yeah,
where
so
the
that's what I'm
original
saying. It's
starts.
like there's liberties that they just go bananas with. So I mean, I what I would like to talk about is some of our favorite scenes from War in a Box. There's multiple
Oh, let's go through highlights. Okay, that's a better
highlights
way to do it.
because I think,
Highlights are lowlights.
well, again, depending on who's going to listen to this and if they eventually want to watch War in a Box, they could also, if you watch it and disagree with us and say it's a piece of shit, that's fine.
Great.
That's okay. But highlight number one for me,
Okay.
highlight number one is the beach scene
Oh,
because when they It's like I think it's towards in the middle where they eventually they broke her down. They're so just like, oh, and they're happy and they go on a picnic at this beautiful beach. It's very Jean
Yeah, I
Roland.
remember that you said that
It's
too.
Jean Laurent
The waves
because
are
the
crashing.
waves are crashing, and then they also have sex on
It's
the
very
beach.
surreal.
It's very surreal because also they have her in a box and then they open it up and then she tells them in this beautiful, like soft, I am ready to die.
As she's bleeding out.
Because they also drain her blood. So it's very vampiric too, in a sense. It's so beautiful. It's very Hellraiser. It's just I saw that the first time and I just was like, holy shit, this is beautiful. It's sensual. Yeah.
Also terrifying. I mean, too, it's
It's
gutter trash
okay.
art.
Again, Women of Box is very horror. It's very low. It's like it's horror elements, but it's just more about degradation. And I think that, and I said this before to Dakota many times, I think Roman X in general is kind of the precursor to what we get later in Japan, which is like the horror craze, like Japanese horror craze that, because there's also earlier shot on video horror stuff that comes out in
Yeah,
the
it's kind of
80s.
happening around the same time too, because like, okay,
I think so. I think Nikatsu really helps like bring that
bring it together.
together. So again, that's my favorite scene. There's other two ones, but I think that one is my ultimate scene of this insane movie. So, what do you? What's your favorite ultimate scene, number one? And then we could talk about.
My favorite scene has to be the absurdity towards the end. So once she gets out as well too,
Oh,
she has a whole photo shoot.
she has a photo shoot, and she's like a pop star,
She's like set to she has little box props in front of a waterfall, and
and
it's almost filmed like a music video.
she's also singing about being in a box and wanting to die. It's really fucking crazy.
It's funny, the song is from the on Yonko Club, which I don't know if I'm saying right, but
Okay.
Nikatsu does spoof that girl group with the Romanco Club,
Yeah.
where they have all these like adult video actresses who also did Nikatsu films doing the roles,
Yes.
which we saw in one of the Romanco movies.
I could not remember which one it is.
School?
Sure.
School
Sure. I'm
stuff.
gonna say yes. Yes.
Yes.
You know more than I do.
I
So,
know. That's how
but
much of
oh
like
yeah, so yeah, this that scene is hilarious because it's very poppy. It's very how do you say there she's just so happy and excited and people around taking her pictures and all excited to know about her. And then there's a scene that comes after that where they interview her, like she's interviewed
that's
because
before.
oh, that's before.
That's
I'm sorry.
before.
Yeah, they're kind of saying, "Oh, how are you?" Or okay, and she's like, "I'm thank you for all the fans, and I feel fine."
Oh no, that's after. The interview's
I
after.
told you
That
it's
I
after.
think you're talking
So
about the police interview.
no, no, no. Okay, that we're gonna
Yeah.
get to that. But I think that scene where after the photo shoot and she's talking and she's like, "Oh, I'm okay. I just want to live my life." You see the perverts walking in the middle of I think it's Tokyo or downtown
The
Tokyo,
couple.
the couple, and then they see her on the big screen and then they're pissed off because she's not. She's like, "Wait a minute, she's not fine. She shouldn't be fine after everything."
We made her.
Yeah,
We
they
made her a star.
and they're both so like heartbroken by this, which is so funny because you're just like,
It's like parents who sent their kid off to
yeah,
college. That's
and
the
they're ungrateful and they're ungrateful. So yeah, and then eventually she returns to them
It's so good.
because she's so sad, and that's why I say I go back and talk about like that family dynamic. She's kind of like their child, so I think that's their Nakatsu's way of playing up the original story about the kids.
Which I think is good. They make
They,
all the cast in are adults. It's still messed up what's happening, but it's
yeah,
all adults from the get-go. There's not the
it,
messy thing with like kids involved or
no,
child actors. Great. Love
yeah,
it.
just separate that.
Yeah.
So that's that whole like sequence, the ending is ridiculous and crazy. And then when she so you see her in the box, she's all sad, and then you hear them walking, and they live under the tunnels. They have their dungeon
They
at
live in the sewer.
the sewer. So when they return, they open the door and she's like the light is really harsh and then she's like, "Welcome home." And it ends and you're just like, "Holy shit, what the fuck just happened?"
Everything.
Everything. That was like it was a cherry on the top
It's kind
because
of funny because like a bondage for Nikatsu, it's always like woman's awakening. The
yes,
classic story is like a woman learns it and then awakens,
yeah,
desires it, craves it. I think this takes it to like the most fucked up extreme.
because she's like she literally put herself back in the box.
She returned home.
She returned home. So okay, that's our two favorite scenes, but there's some supporting ones that
Oh, supporting scene.
there's
Some
supporting
supporting
scenes
actors in these
that
roles.
are just like as equal to them, but then not as much, but they just go are just chaotic.
Okay, I guess the best other scene. So there is like the interrogation interview scene
Yes.
where like our girl has escaped. She's recounting her tales to a
Yeah.
group of free policemen, and
And,
so she starts, kind of getting turned on by the
and
story.
so is the cops.
So are the cops.
I mean, also what happens too is that they eventually they get the perverts. I'm gonna call them perverts because the
Yeah.
couple, and he's telling the story of what happened.
So there's a lot of cutting back and
Yeah,
forth.
but what's happening too at the same time as he's telling them what they're doing to our darling Seiko. They're also like getting hard and jerking off to themselves, but
They finally do it once
they
she's
do it when
there.
she's there. And what happened is the the couple they kind of pierce Seiko's vagina.
Which is kind of interesting. So it's
Yes.
like that, the idea of piercing like the clitoris, right? That's taken from the story of O,
Yes.
which apparently the couple from the real life, like woman of boxing, they
They
were inspired by, but didn't actually do that part to her.
no the guy was more inspired by that, and then
But he didn't actually do that
he didn't
bit.
do that
But
part.
Nakatsu's like, yeah, let's show it.
Yeah, let's go into that.
Wait, do you remember Rose and Whip?
Yes.
Okay, Rosamund is 75. It's like the Tawny film with, okay, no, it's not a Tawny film. It's the bondage film without Tawny. So like a couple has this like kind of sex slave they're
Yeah.
sharing.
Yeah.
That's another like storybook adaptation, but I don't think that had piercings,
No.
right?
But then there is also, I think it's
Woman with pierced nipples.
no, Skin of Roses, where they actually put the that on Antani as well.
The bells?
The bells.
But
It's
that's not
kind
a
of,
piercing.
but it's similar
Oh yeah, there's
because
object play.
she's walking at the end, and you could hear her, and she's just like in a daze and also like orgasming at the same time. It's so fucking crazy. But in this police scene, the interrogation, she tells them what's going on, and then they're pulling the chain. They're like eating her
The
out,
chain of her piercing.
and then they're also like making her blow. Got the one of the police guys is so fucking insane.
I think it's funny because it takes the idea of like cops getting off their story but makes it literal.
Because I also think that that goes to the corrupt, like the story of how like the original Girl in the Box, like she had opportunities to go, but she was brainwashed, and then the police didn't really do much until the end.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So
Okay.
that's kind of like what I was interpreting. But again, this is Nikatsu. This is sex and violence and comedy. I'm gonna say it's dark comedy. They were having fun with it, and
It's
that's
a dark comedy. I mean, because again with Kanuma, it's like he has some
he.
flair for the offensive, but also like laughing at it. He's kind of like that edge lord, but like artsy.
I mean, the many times we watched Woman in a Box, you can have it on when you're painting. You'll have it on if you're doing something else, or if I'm cleaning. I just can't stop laughing at some of these parts. And I mean, I'm not laughing at the actual degradation scenes. It's more of like
I
how
think it's the reactions, like how they don't interact like any human would or should
no, no.
do. Also, the absurdity of it, the modeling photo shoot, the cop scene. There's like stuff that's like,
Also, when they're outside in like their van
oh,
and they're having sex in public, and people could kind of see in, not really, but then you see the van rocking, and they're just like constantly having sex. There's another scene where they drive to a school, and they're watching girls like I think play tennis or something, and they're having sex. And then he comes up with the idea of like, oh, I want to bring in a new girl, and the wife's like, okay, sure,
oh sure, honey.
yeah. It's so. And then there's another scene where they're watching. They're like from the sewers. Oh, we need to find another girl, and they're like, oh, how about that one? How about so again? It's like gutter, like absolute
Gutter trap.
gutter trash. But again, it's a beautiful gutter trash.
Which is crazy too, because like the story had broke. I think the original Girl in the Box had been like got on like 84. This is 85.
So this is 84. So the trial and everything, I think, happened, yeah, the early of that year. And then Nakatsu, I guess, saw it. Because again, it's one of those, it was an international story because everybody heard about it. Then, of course, Nakatsu, brilliant that
Yeah,
they
let's
are,
rip it off. Let's.
let's rip it off and go insane. Let's just go balls to the wall, which is perfect.
You would never see Americans do this.
No,
It would be
no.
like it would get called out.
But one thing I do want to talk about is our king.
Oh, oh my gosh, yeah, okay, our king, our favorite. Okay, Hiroshi.
Hiroshi in this is just,
Hiroshi Tamura.
I don't know what to say, but like I think we both agree that We would fuck him.
Wait. Yeah, why not? I mean, he's so gleeful in the role.
He's just so just gross, but you can't help but like want to be with him and hang out with him. He's just so interesting. And what's more interesting about
Ooh.
Woman in a Box?
Okay, so around the same time period, he's actually more known for Florence. Wait, not Florence. I was gonna say Florence Sake.
Uh,
Florence Sake. He's in Guinea Pig 2, Flower, Flesh, and Blood.
And what's crazy is that Woman in a Box came out September 7th, 1985.
Yes.
Guinea Pig Part 2, Flower of Flesh and Blood, came out in October 7th,
I was kind of confused on that.
1985.
Yeah.
So they're like a month apart, literally a month apart.
There was another Japanese website that says it might have came out in November. Either way, like these are within each other. I kind of wonder, is there enough space where like, okay, the producers of Guinea Pig saw this movie and liked him in the role? Like,
I don't know because
because
I'm
Guinea Pig 2 could have been a quick film, like to make,
I mean I
right?
think it was.
Yeah.
I mean when you if you seen Guinea Pig 2, you know that it was
We
filmed.
saw you perform.
It was filmed in like a probably a day or two.
Why not?
Because like his scenes are not he's not really he's in all the scenes, but then to do more of the practical effects I think took longer. And then him
I mean,
just
that'd be a great double bill. Like both of these, Guinea Pig 2 and then
I don't
Woman in a
know.
Box.
I don't know if people
They
can
could
handle
not
it.
handle that.
No, because Guinea Pig 2 is so beautiful. It's so artsy. It's so um
There's also a poetic flair to
it's
like how he
very
delivers the lines.
he's different in Guinea Pig 2. He's very yeah, he's very poetic. He's very like
He's a
slow.
little more trashy in Woman in the Box.
He's trashy in One of Box, but you kind of expect it's like a dual like not dual performance. I want to say it's just like a split personality, but they're also kind of similar.
It's kind of more comedic for Woman in a Box.
He's more comedic.
Yeah,
I would
honestly,
say
it's
that
probably one of the best male performances I've ever seen from Nikkastu. Like, I would say that
as a villain.
as a villain, like
Oh,
the way he
maybe.
delights in the role, like his facial reactions, his physicality to it, the way his body looks and moves,
Okay, okay, yeah, because there's another person I think is like the top person for that,
the
but
top.
the top because like he's a top in this. We're gonna talk like yeah, because like he was a top. His wife was a top. She was a dom top. Yeah, but you know who really has power is Seiko's character. But anyway, so yeah, these two films is interesting because I think when we kind of watched that and we saw him, and then we later on when we watched Guinea Pig, I think when we finally got that box set and we watched it,
Connecting it up.
we connected and we both were just like our minds were blown because these two movies are just the most iconic in different ways. And it's like, especially with Hiroshi, he's so fucking disgusting, trashy, gleeful in both in different ways. And I think that's what's fascinating about these. And then they make sense if, again, yeah, as a double bill. So yeah, it's like
Watch it for your sanity.
watch it for your
Or
sanity.
don't.
I'm okay with both. I think
Run the other way.
yeah, I mean, I think I like as the guinea pig series in general, like all of them, I think this is like my number two because you know which one's my favorite actually of the whole series, and it's not Flower, Flesh and Blood,
Oh no, it's the Devil Woman Doctor.
Devil, because it has our favorite drag performer Peter, who's
Oh, I would
from
say my favorite is Mermaid in a Manhole, which also stars an Akachu actress.
yes. So again, we could talk about like the references of like Nikatsu and horror and all that, and like that shot on video. So it's like very Roman X, and I think that's like this is setting the bar too high. I think
Oh yeah, it only gets
because
lower.
after later we get some rough
Highs and lows.
highs and lows.
A few
But
highs and many lows.
yeah, so anyway, and also Seiko goes on to do I think Entrails of a Virgin later,
Which is
right?
not Roman X,
It's
but
not
it's
even
after
X.
this. Also, okay, Entrails of a Virgin is directed by Kazu Komiza, also known as Gaira. He's the one who wrote the script
Yes.
for Woman in a Box. So it's kind of interesting. He's mostly involved with like independent pink film.
Hmm.
He had worked with Koji Wakamatsu since the 60s.
Yes.
In the late 70s, 80s before this, he was kind of working on like BDSM films. Then he works on like Nikatsu with Kanuma in 1980. This is kind of like a follow-up for him, like them working together, bringing that violence in. Also, again, outside of him too, it's like Seiko working, which she's in a really good Romanex Mania House of Cards, which I think is kind of almost like a Jess Franco 80s film, but darker.
I could see that. I could see that, and I support that.
She's great in it. She gets also to like flip and be more sadistic in it.
Yes, she gets to be more sadistic and have that role where,
She gets to tug the chains.
yeah, and I think like for me, it's Woman in a Box, and maybe in Trails a little later, but there's another actress who steals that movie.
Gyra also wrote Hell in a Bottle.
Oh,
Yeah,
which
another
I
good one.
think is a nice segue to go into our next film because I think we can go on about Woman in a Box.
I guess any kind of closing, is there anything you want to talk? Maybe like, are you surprised that Konuma got asked to direct this movie?
No,
Like, no,
no,
no.
that's
Okay.
the absolute no.
Yeah.
Because I think they knew that he can pull it off, especially it being shot on video. Like, it's very experimental. And he also did a Woman in a Box too.
Which is shot on film. That's kind of like an apology follow up. Like, we're going to give you a chance to shot on film. It's kind of funny. Before Woman in a Box, he was doing TV. So
Yeah.
obviously, he's used to video as a format,
Hmm.
right? He can fuck with it. But also, like, use of nightmares, even his earliest work. I remember, like, the Secret Wife one had, like, a Nightmare Funhouse from, like,
Yes. Yeah.
early 70s. It's like, and he always has that flavor for horror and BDSM, too.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think,
Only Kanuma could have done this.
yeah, because we were talking about this earlier. We were trying to understand, like, to make notes for ourselves. Would there be any other director of Nikatsu, even even with Shigeru, because he did a lot of
Oh, I don't think it'd be as
no,
good.
because he did later BDSM.
Oh, but you know what? Okay, it might have been fun because thinking about like 80s is like what? Woman with Pierced Nipples for
Yeah,
Shigoro. That's kind of fun, more pulpy.
but I think no, because I think he would fail at this. I think he would run away
Yes.
because I think again only Kanuma could have done this and make it more tasteful.
I don't think he could get like the tones, the
No,
flipping of it, the story of it as well. It wouldn't have worked with Shigoro.
no, no, and I think Kanuma just makes sense. And yes, and where if he's out there somewhere in the universe,
Are you surprised with the more we watch that Seiko wasn't considered an S&M queen?
yeah, I am actually because she did some hardcore shit.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
She did some hardcore shit, and I think she should have been like what number would she would have been?
Okay, there's four official ones,
Yep.
then there's two ones that are unofficial, right?
Hmm.
I don't know what would that number be? I mean,
6.
because at the same time, like Woman of Box came out, I think a couple months later in December, Ran Masaki, who's the fourth official one, gets her
Yeah.
debut, right? She's the
Oh,
one who like really gets it. I mean, apparently she was chosen because she has bigger breasts
eh. She could have been Sego could have been number 5, like the actual fourth one, and
instead
then
of Ran.
but then they could have had a double like two S&M queens.
They could have been Rope Sister Strange for
Yeah, and then they could have traveled them around
traveled them around.
and like do like mall tours.
Oh my God. Can you imagine?
That could have been amazing because then there's some YouTube videos of them
There's a
down.
photo book,
Oh,
pop songs.
but then I think because Seiko was too girly, too cutesy.
But I think that makes it more interesting because like she has a look that's different than all the other SM queens. Their
Yep.
read is a little older, right?
And also they're a little harder in the face.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking.
She has
So
more of an
she's
innocence.
more innocent, and I think that's what they didn't want to do that because I feel like people wouldn't buy that as S&M queens. I think so. I mean, that's something to think about. I didn't think. I know when you told me about like all the official
Yeah, yeah.
queens and then the four, and I'm like, really? But then there's other ones that we've seen that could have been.
It also apparently might have been her association with like this Roman X, like a shot on video thing, where it wasn't as prestigious in a
I
sense.
I guess like because I like Roman X, I think I get a lot of shit for it.
Really? I mean, I don't know. I think people could vibe with it. I mean,
Well, I think a lot of people on Letterbox, especially, haven't seen much of them or seen some of them, and they're not like very.
I don't think they'd sink as low as we have, but I could see them watching like Hell in a Bottle, Mania House of Cards, also Madame de Sade, the Femdom
Oh, that
one
one
could
was
be
like
good.
another great one because she's like total men are trash in that one. Like meaning she beats them to like
Also the New Wife Torture Edition, the later one that
yeah,
we really like too as well. I think
yeah,
there's one's more of a story.
yeah. So I mean, yeah, because there's other Nikatsu films like from earlier '70s, mid '70s that people more vibe with, which is fine. We do too, but sometimes we get bored. I think we just like a little bit more absurdity. I think we like more of the violent pink era, to say the least.
Oh yeah, no.
And that's okay.
That's okay. It's
It's
okay to be
okay.
shocked.
It's a little bit because we want a little bit more out of it. Just not, we don't want just style. We don't want substance. We want like physicality. We want something that's like gonna make us feel like something.
Yeah, like freak
Not
us
in our
out a bit.
pants,
No,
not our pants, because I want to like
not
look
in our boxes.
not in the boxes. So
Yeah.
yeah, because again, we're two queer men who we just love sexuality. We love pink film, and I think sometimes friends of ours, or especially mine, like, assume that I get off to watching straight stuff, and I'm
Which
like,
I don't people don't ask me that like ever to like our friends. Like I've
no.
never been asked that.
The reason why they ask because I'll film stuff or like I'm like, oh, I'm watching this,
Oh,
or
sending the clip.
and I'll send clips of like us digitizing some stuff, and they're like, "Are you getting off on that?" And I'm like, "No, I just like watching these films, and I love rating them and discussing them and seeing how it relates back to photography." Most of the time.
Most of the time.
Well, when they actually have photo related stuff, then I could get into it. But then if it's more about other things, then I'm like, "Oh, this reminds me of this film, or reminds me of that
Yeah.
one." So, yeah, I just want to throw it out there because
I don't know. I feel like any true like film fan or person who like enjoys cinema in general or art wouldn't be open-minded to sex. Like I mean, we came after this as like I was watching like Roland and Franco.
oh, you were watching so much of
Or
that,
even like when
especially
we did Doris Wishbone too,
oh,
like more
Doris.
like sexploitation. It's like just seeing the creative space where like even though the genre like needs sex and bodies, what they can do with it, add to it, where it's not even just a sex film. You're almost like it's not even turning on anyone,
No,
right? And
no,
just doing like weird, strange stuff.
and I came from watching like before I met
Bad
you,
gay movies.
bad. I mean, really bad 2000s gay films, and there's some in there that are great, and I'm like, oh, I'm surprised by it.
Oh
Not
my
that
God, Man in a Box should be like Man in a cube, like an office cube. Like,
I mean, I think if we made our own version of Man in a Box or something like that, we would have fun with it. It would be inspired by David Dakota a
oh,
little
as it
bit.
should be. 1313.
13 box, like 13 by 13. We're gonna go
Oh
13,
my God, 13 by 13
box.
box.
Yeah,
How does she fit in? Just kidding.
yeah, but like again, that's what because we wanted to be fun, absurd, and the gay films. I again going back to what I watched before is like some of them they have sexuality, but then they don't.
I don't think gay films are as typically as creative. I would
No,
say
even
that.
even like Japanese gay pink films, they're very more about longing and kind of sadness and
And
just
tidy whities.
and a lot of licking tidy whities.
Yeah.
I don't think they're as creative as what we get in more of the straighter like versions. I think personally, from what we've seen so far, there's some beautiful ones. Of course,
Yeah.
everybody goes crazy for is the Sato ones.
Which is kind of deserved the more I watch.
Yeah,
But then again, like we love the Sachi ones.
Tachi is the queen because she knows how to
She knows
like
how to give the pink film fans
she
what they
knows
want.
she knows how to like film very close up licking.
Oh my
That
God, I wish Sachi had like done like a Nikkastu film. Like that would have been fun.
yeah, but I think by the time she got into stuff, I think they're already kind of burned out, right in the 80s.
It probably would have been like mid late era too, because like Sachi starts, okay, she starts in like maybe 69 under the Wakamatsu crowd. Continues in the
Yeah.
70s, takes a break for a bit. I think her career heyday is like really starting 85, 86, and through the 90s. Could have only been like the last era of Nikatsu, like Roman porno, that she could have directed.
I mean, it would have been probably good because there's some that later period of
It can't get
it
worse.
could not get
If
worse.
Rumi Tama can direct a film.
Oh, let's not get into
Yeah.
Mitana because oh,
I'm trying to think, is there anything else to say about this other than watch it and get freaked out?
do you think any oh, let me ask you this.
Okay, let's ask more hypotheticals.
Yeah. Do you think if Akira would be in the if he was in the lead, would he have done a good job with the
No,
no, right? No.
no.
Because that's what I was thinking about because Akira was like he's the king of like fucking pink film.
I think he could only play well with someone like Tawny because like there's the way like she reads is older and he is older. Like there's this maturity and like the way they vibe as adults together, this mutual degradation. He would not have worked well with something like this.
No, because they needed somebody younger, a little bit more just manic, I think.
More manic.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm trying to
because
think.
yeah, Women in a Box is very manic. That's the best way to also because it's a very short film, but it's like
Is it short? It's longer than a usual one.
well, it's a little longer than a usual pink film, but like
Yeah.
it just feels like it's constant. Like I'm gonna make the sound so like I'm hitting my fist, like it's pounding. because there's scenes where like they're fucking, it's just like nonstop. Whereas Akira, when he violated Tani, when he had sex with her, it wasn't like fast. It was very like
Sensual,
sensual,
slow, dance
slow.
like. I don't know if he could have done well with this.
No, because I was trying to think of any other male actor of Nikatsu at that time who was like that gross of the younger actor. Oh, there could have been one other actor, maybe.
Okay, who?
The actor in Painful Bliss Final Twist, who goes trans,
Oh, oh my God. Okay, that would
because
have been
he is
good.
in a lot of films,
Yes, he kind of has a kind of pervier vibe in general. Sometimes he plays like creepier roles.
especially remember when he was with Junko in The Apartment Wife.
I don't know if his face would have been as good as Hiroshi's is,
No,
but he could have done it.
he would have been okay
Yeah, he would have been okay. Like he's probably the closest I could think of that could
because
have
we're
done
thinking of
this.
younger actors. Somebody who's a little, even though Hiroshi was older, he just was he's skinnier, and he just has that aura of,
What if Tani had played the wife, the couple, like the girlfriend?
because Tawny could be
She came
sadistic.
back for like his cameo.
No, because then people would think that it was cheap because it is Romanek,
Oh
and
yeah, she couldn't have done it.
he wouldn't have done it. But we could all hope and dream.
Oh my God, we didn't even talk about like why Nikatsu did Roman X.
Okay, let's talk about it briefly because then we can kind of segue into the Taboo one,
Yeah,
because
I think it's a great.
Taboo was shot on film
Yes.
compared to Women in a Box is shot on video,
Yeah.
high end quality video.
Very high end quality. Well, little well lit.
Yeah.
Well, I guess like anyways, Roman X is Nikatsu's last attack on adult video. So like Hardcore at Hit Japan was like on video being released. At the same time, Nikatsu, at least since 81, was also trying to match it,
Yes.
right? They were also trying to put out these like straight to video things, which again, we've watched actually I think it's somewhere around like maybe 15 right now
Of what?
of kind of like the Nikatsu's like adult video like
Oh,
attempts.
oh yeah, like that live shooting kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. We've seen.
So some of them are experimental, some have a light plot, some don't.
Oh, some of them are like, oh God,
But
kill.
they're interesting.
There's some that are like, and then there's some that are kind of like Woman in a Box where they have that horror element.
Yes.
There's two of them we saw that had that horror element that people
Red
were like
account, My Bloody Angel, also Devil's Body.
Devil's Body. So that kind of like live shooting, but then it's mixed with that VHS quality that also kind of like,
We
it's a
have
little
Guinea
hard.
Pig at Home.
We have, yeah, we have, except for the last
Yeah,
one.
no.
So, but yeah, so there's
So they
that.
wanted to bring that, but bring it to theaters. And so again, we talked about the precursors, the two Sakans, we talked about the two Onanis. This was them. It's like, okay, let's bring in the in-house director. Let's have Masaru Konuma do this, launch Roman X. And that also brings us to now, I guess, the other side of the double bill, the B side.
Yeah, I still wonder what was shown first.
You
Because
know, I tried to figure that out. So before this, so it's like the poster, like the sell sheet for it has Taboo X Perversion on the left,
yeah,
and then it has Woman in a Box on the right.
yeah.
I mean, like, okay, in an American audience, I think we'd assume like the left is first.
But then in Japan,
They're reading it right to left,
yeah.
right?
So,
So I'm thinking maybe Woman in a Box is like first, then it's like Taboo X.
which would make sense because I
It's the
think
come down.
it's the come down, literally the come down. If you're like, if you're really like that kind of dirtier pervert, Taboo would be that great kind of like where you just, after you came like two
Which, okay, I
times,
don't know, because I
you
think
could
it's
be
meant
like,
for kids. Like, it's meant for young adults.
says who?
Okay, the style of it, it has like all young people in the leads, right? The style of it also is more reminiscent of like 80s Nikatsu stuff. It's kind of poppy, kind of upbeat, kind of colorful. Also,
And
the director made films that are kind of like the more youthful one.
also there's kids in this one, meaning like when they like,
Oh, it's like a summer camp.
yeah, but
Yeah, that's a.
well, when we're talking about like women box, there should be no
There
children. And
should be no children.
this Taboo
She's a
has,
working
he
girl,
is a working
and
girl.
she's also rich. But
Yeah. So okay, let's get into Taboo. Like, what's the plot of Taboo?
this one, okay, it's a little
It's
clunkier
very
overall.
clunky.
So it's kind of funny. It's like initially we thought it was a brother and sister, and
Yes.
then a white woman coming in. The translation that rereading from a Japanese review is that it's an uncle
Yes.
who's like kind of like a failed adult video director who runs a video store where he kind of shows his own work.
And he's a doctor of some sort.
He's not a doctor. His friend is a former disgraced doctor who helped him with one of the videos.
Okay, because it made it. I thought it
And
was the
that
same.
former doctor is also the landlord.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Again, this is confusing.
Okay. Oh, so there's this character.
Yes.
Then the
We
niece.
have the niece who was apparently violated at some point, then had to get an abortion. Her uncle filmed it with this doctor, so there's a lot of trauma right there.
But our uncle is also into watching it, and he's into his niece, right?
Yeah,
Let's
which is
let's just say it
which is
because
funny because I thought they were like the same age when you watched it, but I guess
yeah.
like the actors was kind of like 30, 30
So when I
something.
first watched it with you, I thought that they were just brother and sister.
They look like brother and
They
sister.
look or like cousins, and then somehow the friend who's the failed doctor was the uncle.
I
That's
thought he was the one who ran the video store.
okay. This is why we're saying this is fucking clunky because we can't
Yes.
understand what's happening. But okay, so there's these characters, right?
Who may or may not be some kind of relation.
They have money. They also they work at the video store sometimes.
Oh my god, they're the wealthier side of the double bill,
Yeah,
right? Because like, oh, the okay, woman in a box, they're poor, they're in the sewers,
fucking trash.
they're working class.
And then in Taboo, they're just the higher class. They have
It's like the
money.
perversions of the rich.
It's perversion of rich. However, what's fun is that sometimes with Nikkastu, other people notice that they always have. You'll see clips or like what is it called, posters. When they go walking around, they see
Oh,
posters.
this one's a good one for it.
This one has their own little scene.
The video store has like an entire rack of the adult videos. So again, like, it's kind of blurred out where like I couldn't tell you. Maybe it's from Nakatsu's own adult videos. Maybe
It's
they're
not.
not.
It's not Toei.
It's not Toei. Well, actually, Toei also did adult
Yeah,
videos
yeah,
at
I
this
know, but
time.
like it's like
Yeah,
because it's like wink, wink. We're
wink,
not gonna.
wink.
But like, yeah, a lot of Nikatsu films, they always had their posters. It's kind of meta, but I think you were saying before, mentioned to me before when we watch other films that sometimes the more the independent films did this more than the actual production,
But this would be an in-house production.
and
This
this
is,
was an in-house
yeah.
production because it there's a budget for this film.
I think it has the bigger budget.
It has a bigger budget. They have bigger crew. They have more of a
Wait, did that surprise you that Taboo X Perversion might have had more money than Kanuma's Woman in a Box?
yes, because Woman in a Box had more of a story. We understood what was going on. We were in it. Like, it left us with a bang.
They did more with less.
They did more or less, whereas Taboo, they had a bigger budget. They had a story. They had everything. It just was clunky because we don't know who was who. Even with like Google, what you were using when we watched it last time with the Google Translator,
Yeah,
that didn't help to tell us what was happening. But it didn't matter
it
because
didn't matter.
once our temptress, I would say, our white woman comes in, and it's always a white woman fucking up shit. She wasn't a Karen, but she just was this weird corrupter, I would say, coming in and kind of disrupting the brother, sister, uncle, niece, whatever the hell they are.
But then, okay, it's funny now that we know more. Originally, I thought she was the source of all like the evil, so in the
It
speak.
really isn't.
It's her and the uncle are kind of like mutual. She's almost like a muse where they're inspiring each other to degradation. It's
Yeah.
the sister who's kind of like the lone innocent in the
Yeah,
story.
the sisters, because she's been
Well, not the sister, the niece.
the niece
Sorry.
sister, she was violated before, so she has trauma,
She's the
and
victim.
she is the real victim in this, not the white woman, not the uncle. Even though the uncle, they try to make the uncle like, oh, poor him. No, he is just
He's a disgraced doctor.
he's just
His
trash.
license is rightfully revoked.
And also, once it starts going, I would say, because there's like when it leads up to stuff, you're like, there's a lot of sex, great. There's a lot of food play in one scene,
Absolutely gross.
and that's coming from you of all people because you
It
like
involves steak and mayo.
there's people who like steak and mayo, and that's fine.
Oh my God. There's another Roman X that uses milk enemas. There's another one also I think does use mayo or some kind of condiment as well
Oh,
too.
it was a Roman X. It was multiple Roman. There's one,
Multiple Roman X.
I think it was one of the Seikons where they do it was the all female one where they do, I think it was like some kind of milk or soda,
Yes.
and then when they blur it out, it's kind of a reverse negative.
It's product placement.
It's product placement. It was like you can't help but like laugh at that. And then the other one was I forgot the other one, what other Roman X, but anyway, so yeah, there's a scene where like because this the uncle and then this white woman, they're just like, yeah, they're equals. They just love to just, they're kind of like similar to our couple in Woman in a Box. They're into a lot of weird shit.
I get the sense that the uncle character hasn't met someone who's enabled him in a sense,
Yeah, so
right?
this woman does.
Yeah,
She's like, oh, and then they violate the niece or daughter. I'm gonna just go back and forth. They violate her a lot together.
they don't, I don't know, it's weirdly set up as like consent. It's depicted as consensual in this film.
Not from my eyes. It
Because
felt like it was like, oh, let's just fuck with her.
what's interesting, I think, okay, not only is she slightly interested in her uncle,
Yeah.
right? But she's kind of having this like queer attraction to the white woman who's
Oh
like a
yeah.
former schoolmate.
Also because they also do make out,
Yes.
and
It starts playful.
it's very like cute and normal. Like, oh, they're just my friend, because all girls go to college and experiment, right? Quote unquote.
In Nikatsu, yeah,
In
sure.
Katsu, yeah. But
Oh, funny segue on that. So the director, okay,
yeah,
actually,
go
let me
ahead.
pull up his name. Ba, 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 ba. Okay, the director Hiroyuki Nasu. So at this point, like he had come off as like lesbian duo, like the Sailor Suit Lily Lovers films,
Okay.
right? So it's
Yes.
kind of a fun, like he had been done these lesbian films, then there's this lesbian element right here.
Yes.
Also, he did one of your favorite movies, Beautiful Wrestler Down for the Count,
So fun.
which makes me think that this is meant for like young, like college kids.
Okay, that the wrestler one, yes.
But this one too, I think is meant for like young adults.
Yeah,
It's like messed up. I think the style of it's meant for
I
kids.
think if you want to go to some incest film, just go to Hal in a Bottle. I think that's done better, personally.
But again, less is more too, because
Yeah.
it's like there's not much, but it's more vibey. Again, kind of
Yeah.
Franco-esque.
Whereas this one just felt it felt a little flat for me because it got a little clunky. But there's parts I did like. For example, I liked when you see them film the failed director. He would the uncle. He would film stuff on VHS,
Yes.
and some of it was also like they would go after people, like they filmed like actual
It's kind of in like snuff videos,
yeah, there's
right?
enough
Yeah.
element to it, and then they would rewatch it, and then they would have sex to it.
Yeah, and play the videos in the video store.
That was, and then like the niece was there watching it, and she just was like, "No, what is this?"
She always seemed curious. I
She
get
was into it, but then she
they
wasn't.
set it up in a really weird way with it. Again, also like no sane person. Like you should just say no.
Not like, I mean, the video stores I grew up with are not going to show this kind of stuff.
Hopefully not.
No, they showed a lot of like just the more mainstream movies or Disney shit. When I remember,
This isn't a mainstream movie to you?
I'm trying to
I'm just
remember.
kidding.
You know what? I wonder if, because like the store, like the video store I grew up with, Star Video in Lincoln Heights, where I got all my horror film stuff and Faces of Death, everything. They knew me. It was between horror films and wrestling. I wonder if they had like if they showed something like this or they had something similar because they did have a back room.
This is hopefully in the back.
I know, right? They're like, hey, we have some stuff from
Hopefully it's an
Japan.
edited cut,
It's-
slightly.
but yeah, I just I don't know if they would have showed it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of funny. Of the two of these movies, Woman in a Box has more of a cult following, even
Yes.
in Japan,
But
right?
then I think Taboo is that kind of, it's the holy grail because it's so hard to find. But then eventually they put somebody put it on a
A
website.
sub site, yeah. But
Yeah.
again, we also before that we did buy the laser disc. Like
We
that's how desperate I was. Like, oh, how do we
we do
watch
have a
this?
laser disc, and it's so like the cover of it is really cool, right?
There's also a cross on it too, as
So
well with the women.
yeah, so the white woman's laying down, and then the other woman, she's laying with her, the Japanese woman, and then they have a cross together. They're holding the cross, and it's like kind of around one of their crotches, and
Does not play into the movie at all
there's
whatsoever.
no religion as, which is fine
This
with
movie is
me.
ungodly.
Yeah,
It's dark sided.
it's a little dark sided. So yeah, there's that, and I just was like, okay, but then once it goes again, once it picks up. Like for example, we go into cannibalism,
Yeah.
necrophilia,
Oh my god.
and what else do they go into?
Also rewatching said acts with the mysterious landlord slash disgraced doctor.
Yeah, somehow that's involved, and I'm just like, what?
Also cosplaying as the white woman, throw on
Oh,
a wig.
she cosplays as the woman and then goes and fucks who is
The
she? The
landlord.
landlord. I mean, she looks great in that outfit and the wig. I'll give her that.
The makeup looks subtle for a laser disc.
Well, we don't. Yeah, so it's just like what? So I don't know. So there's an actual like they were kind of take ripping off of a possible story, right?
Yeah, so this has been talked about too in like other podcasts as well. So again, this whole thing is inspired by the Japanese, like famous Japanese cannibal Issei Sagawa. So
Hmm.
kind of funny, it's like his like case happened in 1981. So it was like a Dutch woman while he was in France, like he killed her and ate her,
Hmm.
right? Then also like because of weird legal stuff too, like he got sent back to Japan, was pretty much free. Then he kind of became this almost like weird dark celebrity. He worked on Sato films. He also wrote restaurant reviews. Why not?
That makes a lot of sense.
He's a culinary expert.
Well, he would be, right?
He's willing to try a lot of things.
Yeah.
But it's kind of funny too, like looking more into it, before this Dutch woman, while he was in Tokyo at one point, there was a German woman
Hmm.
that was like a prior attempt at a victim where she escaped and his
Yeah.
dad had to kind of pay her off, which kind of features into this, right? Because
Yeah.
the white woman is German.
She's German, but then in this film she doesn't escape. But what's also interesting too is that the guy, the uncle, he films it. He films himself violating the body and then also like cutting it up and eating. And then I think he shows it to somebody.
Well, the not sister, the niece character, like so sees it with this mysterious landlord slash doctor.
Yeah, so it's this weird like they all watch it and they don't like what's going on?
No, they're just excited by it. I know.
Sure. I mean, I think if somebody else wrote the script and cleaned it up a little bit, had a better director, I think it could have been more heightened.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because of the two of these movies, I'm kind of wondering if Nikatsu thought more of this director,
Oh,
right? Because they
absolutely.
might have thought of Konuma as like, okay, he's great, he's done well for us and done things. Was he kind of slightly a has-been versus this other guy is like the newer director coming up?
I think so.
He's coming more respectable
Yeah.
films. Also, after this, he does kind of apparently these adaptations of a high school manga, the Bebop High School. Like he was getting this attention. Also, a lot of his films sometimes are in-house Nikatsu, sometimes they're also New Century Productions.
Right.
Like the same producers as Tampopo are making this guy's movies.
Yeah, so I think you're right. I think they were like, "Oh, let's." They didn't expect Kanuma to do anything great.
But he did.
No, he outshined. Like he's like, I'm an experienced director. You give me shit, I'm gonna have fun with it. I think that's what happened because I think with the other one, Taboo, they were like, okay, they put a lot of effort into it and a lot of that. And not to say it's completely bad.
I mean, it's not. Honestly, I think I kind of enjoyed it slightly more just because of like the shocking element, the
Yeah,
weirdness of it.
it's weird. I think maybe with the restoration, it could look better. I think because it looks a little dark from what we saw. The VHS quality just looked, ugh. But I think when a restoration, so we could see a little bit more, and then like with
See that
subtitles,
makeup.
yes, and
See that mayo. Oh, sorry.
I think also maybe with some subtitles it could help better.
Yes.
But I think for now, for me, it's not like oh my god, it's not bad, but it's one of those like, okay, it was cool. It was like the check off the list thing to like finally say, oh my god, I finally seen this,
Yeah.
and like oh, because there's films that we have on our both our letterboxes that we wish that Nikatsu would
When we
release.
just read a description or it's a directory like kind of
Yeah,
tantalizing us.
yeah. So it's like, but to me, I think of course one in a box is it's the better of the double bill. But again, other people will probably vibe with Taboo more than One Box, and that's fine.
You know, ooh,
Probably not. I don't know.
maybe. I mean, maybe because like
It's not as sexually like depraved as I mean it is, but it's not like hard like
Woman in a
really
Box has
fast.
more of like that sexual violence that someone could either be like, okay, that's
This is too much.
fascinating in a watch an appalling way, or they're put off by it. I think Taboo X, they might be like, oh, there's kind of a story there.
Well, like for me,
And it's kind of gothic,
it's more gothic. It's a little slower,
yes.
and I think it's not as frenetic because I think Winterbox is frenetic. It's energetic. It's like hyper. It's very oh my god, like you need to like you're like that, right? Because you're like oh my god, you're hyperventilating. Whereas I think with Taboo, it's more like the come down, literally the come down, and you're just sitting there like after you came multiple times, you're just like, can I go again? Can I get back up? And then you watch it and you're like, and then you're strangely kind of covering your eyes, being like, why am I into this? This is weird, but I'm hard.
We're not.
No, no, I'm
Oh,
saying that's how
I don't think the audiences were either, though. Like,
I that's how I'm interpreting
okay,
it.
I feel like the
Because
people watch this were almost getting a horror film, right? Because they're
right.
almost billing it as based on a true story.
I
They're
mean,
playing up the true crime element.
both of them are horror films.
Yes,
But
But
I think like for me, I feel like as a sexual pervert, feel like I'm just making a funny reference of like
yeah.
somebody who's like fucking dark sided would be like jerking off to the second one more. If
Oh God.
they'd be like, why am I like, especially watching when he's violating the dead body after the swimming pool. It's kind of funny and absurd to me. Like the water scene is like I prefer the more beautiful sensual version of that in Women of Box where like they have her on the beach and it's shot beautifully. This one is more gutter where they have it on VHS and he's just like "Ugh," and then
But then
he's
overall, the film has more like color. It's also way more cast members too. That's kind of
yes.
shocked me. It's like, okay, there's
But
money
I
there.
think it's just dark because of the VHS
They
quality.
didn't look bad. You could still see it's very kind of blue, colorful
Yeah.
coming through. Oh my
I,
God, we didn't like the director. He did another film before this that kind of had like young, almost like road warrior gangs. There's like a title. It used to be called this on Letterboxd before they changed it. It's like I'm not scared of virgins. We didn't like it either.
yeah. So
Also, the director too. It's like why Nikkastu might have looked at him. Not only is he this up and coming director in 81, 82, his first chances when he jumped to director from being in AD were on a couple live shooting titles.
oh like okay.
So like, okay, he had dabbled kind of in
He
this.
had
Let's do
experience. He
this.
had experience, and
He,
that's fine.
yeah.
I mean, I mean, again, I like rewatching it again. I was like, okay, it's fine.
What would you do differently? Not make it, not watch it.
No, I think I would.
Use ketchup.
Yes,
Some
A1 sauce,
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire, or
Worcestershire.
yeah, ketchup or something else to make it because it's like to make that blood look. That could be more funnier or something. I think it needed some editing.
The family relations are also okay. People's relationships to each other are confusing. The way it's set up, it's a little too complicated. I mean, God, there's also some friends and the party sequence. It gets very
And
jumbled. Who's who?
what happened to the story of the niece or daughter or sister?
Her trauma into the whole movie's plot, it doesn't.
No,
It's so clunky. And then she has a side plot too with this guy who like attacked
and
her.
they didn't do anything with that.
Yeah, and she's also working at a summer camp at the same time. This whole like,
Doesn't she get violated at the summer camp? Or is that
yes,
something
but it's
else?
unclear if that's in the past. Like when in the
Yeah,
past did it?
because like we when she's in the shower, it's kind of like Norman Bates. She in the shower, her tits are out, and then some guy just comes in, so it's like fucking her.
But that's when she's trying to get revenge, where then she's like yelling and pushes him out, and then the kids at the summer camp see him and they start throwing stuff at him.
Yeah, which is great, but at the same time, it's like what?
I
Yeah.
know.
Again, I would re-edit some stuff, right? And then also kind of tighten up the script to like take out some of those extra subplots to kind of just more focus maybe on the three of them at the home to make it more gothic.
Yes.
And then have them maybe gaslit each other, make it and then at the end you find out that the the sister, the niece is actually behind everything.
Oh, she's like sadistic. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh. Okay. Or like
because
her and the white woman go off together or
yeah,
something.
something like Thelma Louise, kind of like they were trying, like what's the one, Diabolique.
They do. Oh my god.
Yeah,
She's.
they could have went that
Is she
way.
Sharon Stone? Okay, the remake.
The remake was not as bad as I thought
Oh,
it would be.
this could be the remake.
Yeah, but again, yeah, that's what I would do. What about you? What would have you done?
Is there anyone else you'd want to see in the role? Any of these
What?
roles?
I don't know.
I kind of wish, like, for these white roles that they actually had someone who was like
A
an
a
actor.
bigger name,
Yeah, I mean,
Julia Roberts.
Julia Roberts. Yeah, she's gonna say yes.
Because wait, when did Still Magnolias come out?
Oh yeah, she's gonna take a break from Steel Magnolia.
Because like that was the no 88, 89. So okay, no, she was still like a fake.
Well, no, but like a horror movie girl, like a Linnea Quigley type, like a like
Oh,
getting like someone like that from like trashy Lower Side
oh,
Cinema.
oh, oh my God! You know, it could have been fun because Linda Blair.
Oh my God, that would I think she suffered enough.
Oh no, I watched that documentary with her
Oh
about
wait, no, but she did that Mean Streets one, also Linnea Quigley one. It's the one where it's like the school, she's getting revenge for the sister.
Savage Streets.
Savage
Oh,
Streets.
that was a great film though by itself, but yeah, I don't know, like somebody like that because it's that like kind of they're like that they become B rated after like doing some great stuff.
Yeah.
Oh God. Oh, oh, oh. No, but then she's too hard.
Who?
Wendy. Oh.
Wendy O. Williams?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
She would be great because like she's so hard, and then like she's sadistic, and then
Oh
she
my god,
could,
she does reform school girls and then this movie.
yeah, that could have been great.
Oh my god. It'd be like how do you explain like the age difference? Because she's like she's older.
I don't know. I'm
You know
just
what?
trying
You
to
don't
think.
need to. You don't need to.
Okay, these are just fantasy picks.
God, why
Okay,
not? Give it to us.
what about you? Who else would you have thought?
I mean, God, what white woman is making movies at this point?
I mean, there's a lot of the '80s actresses of those like that era of B-rated films that could have just said, "Hey, fuck it, why not?" Right?
Oh my God, it'd be kind of fun if like Seiko had also done Woman in a Box and this one at the same time. Like it's like a do like role thing.
I
I
don't
don't
know who
know.
would be okay in that film. I don't know.
I wish the brother might have been different for this one.
Okay, you know who the brother would have been better? Or the one I mentioned about Women in a Box if he played the
Painful Bliss Final Twist.
yes.
Okay.
I think he would have made the role a little better.
He would be kind of the age, right?
And also,
Oh, in Entrails of a Virgin, he plays a director of the photo shoot.
yes,
He's kind of pervy and sleazy in that.
yeah.
That could have made sense.
He could have done this because I think the actor who was in Taboo, I just didn't like I didn't vibe with him. I didn't
Like
care.
he's okay, but he's not pushing that role as this director.
He's also not pervy
He's just
enough.
kind of dweeby.
Yeah, he's more dweeby. He's not pervy enough.
That's also why, like, finally reading someone else's description of the plot from Japan too, and kind of clarifying some of the details. It's like, wow, I did not get that because body language wise, it seems like the white woman has like all the power in the
She has a
film.
power, and I think that would have been worked better if the you find out also the niece, daughter, or cousin or whatever she actually had the power. But then it's like, why are you giving the white woman power?
Because white women are crazy at
White men are
Nikkastu.
fucking crazy.
We learned that all like the Swedish porno ones.
They're not as crazy in those.
But I feel like this is like the culmination of it because there's another Roman X, like the one of the last ones, where it has like the Pablo Casso Guernica and the art piece. There's a
Yes.
crazy evil white woman art thief in it.
No, no. Yeah, she's an art thief, and yeah,
Why not?
yeah, you're right because it goes back into like the idea of the white woman, like kind of colonizer, kind of predator kind of thing that come in and
But they also kind of desired it too at the
yeah.
same time in these movies. It's kind of interesting to watch.
So yeah, I think because Swedish porno came out
Oh
before.
my God. Okay, weird details.
What?
So this white woman, she's German.
Yes, quote unquote.
So either the actress name or the character name is kind of confused how they list it. They're listing it as Eva Braun.
I forgot about
Yeah.
that.
So make it more offensive, right?
But Japan does love their Nazi foreplay in this, or not in this one, but like in other films.
Oh,
Like
like Star David Beauty
David.
Hunting too. A lot of some of the BDSM ones, or even outside of it too, like Rope and Boys as
Oh yeah,
well.
the gay pink films. They have their obsession with
Not all the time.
Nazi cosplay. Let's
Not
just
all the time.
no, but it's in there, and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
okay. Ooh. But it's always in BDSM for some reason.
Where else would it be?
I don't know. Well,
Like,
there is that fetish gear
that makes sense,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, but I don't know.
Oh God, they make some choices in this. I'm trying
So
to think of like any closing thoughts on this one too. I'm surprised we watched it. I'm surprised we watched it again.
yeah, we watched it for this review so we could have a better understanding. But to me, I didn't really. It's not like I didn't care for it the second time.
But then like Roman X gets worse at points than this,
Oh
right?
yeah, this is a
Like it's
highlight.
a highlight in a sense.
But there's better highlights that if we're gonna go into like
This is at least
Bleach,
a mid one.
this is mid.
Yeah,
This is
like
mid. I mean, it's on. I think on Letterboxd I gave it 3.5.
great. It's because you love steak
Well, when it's actually done, like,
when it's done well.
well, not in this one, but I mean, I for the first time when we first watched it, yeah, I appreciate for what it was, and it was that holy grail stuff we've never thought we would see. But then when you watch it as a double bill, like back to back, it's like it stands no chance against Woman in a Box. I'm gonna keep on promoting Woman in a Box because I think it's such the level of absurdity. I
What are
love.
other like movies you would okay, so we've said we would watch Woman in a Box with Guinea Pig 2,
Yeah,
right? Is there
yeah.
any other Nikatsu movies you're like, oh, maybe this would be like a more fun double bill with Woman in a Box?
Nikatsu films or just in general something else
Nikatsu maybe? I mean, it could be anything.
besides Sex Apartments.
Oh, so they get more of a Jalo?
Yeah, that or if we're gonna go something very lighthearted, if we're gonna go completely opposite, I'm gonna go with A Tale of Happiness. to
Oh,
go
but
on
that's
the
more of like a, oh yeah, it's a couple finding
because
love, reconnecting.
through other vaginas and dicks.
Oh my God.
No, I think because it's the polar opposite. If you want to go like completely bipolar, I would go with something like that. Just
Okay, but what if it's more bipolar? So it's like, okay, Seiko is like a young woman, right?
in
Maybe
this
it's like
one.
the Pink Barber one, like Pink Cut, the like the one where it's like the cutesy girl running the salon, and so
Oh,
like,
oh yeah, when they give haircuts and then they also blow jobs and other things.
you know what?
And it was a musical, right?
It's a full
It
service.
was full service. Maybe. Or actually I would just do Beautiful Wrestler Down for the Count because that was a beautiful story. It was like peaks and
Peaks
valleys.
and
It was
valleys.
shot
They
beautifully.
tried some moves in it.
You understand what a heel is, you understand what a face is. You know, you realize the good guys actually get the victory. They get over, literally. And I think that would be the other one, but I
With your
still
uplifting side.
is that if not the tale of happiness, I think. What about you?
Okay, I'm trying to think of like a comedy that would be really good with it.
Oh shit,
What are you
comedy.
thinking of?
Okay.
It
If we're
like
gonna
it
go
has to be like
back,
almost like a pink comedy.
okay, one of my favorite comedies so far. There's it has to be a nurse one.
Oh, would it be the one with Arena?
Yes.
Okay, that's a it's like Nurse Diary. It's like
Assy Fingers? No, not Assy
no, not
Fingers.
Assy Fingers.
That's a different one.
I think it's okay, it's one of the Koichiro Uno ones. So he's a comedy writer
Yes.
too. I think it might be Nurse Diary. So it's Arena, then it has that Tsuko Hara.
Yeah, and she's kind of cutesy in this too.
Yes, she's very like kind of cute, fun, playful, but then it's like unhinged. The
That
beats of it would be interesting to pair together. That would be kind of exciting.
I think that would work well because it's more of an actual sex comedy. It's
Okay, if Arena
ridiculous.
was still acting, she should have been the girlfriend in Woman in a Box.
Oh
Because she'd
fuck.
be sadistic.
Oh god, yes. Would she have the side swoop of hair or she would have that short hair?
I think wait, did she ever do short hair?
No,
No,
she
she
didn't.
did wear a bad wig once for a period piece, but
Yeah.
like, you know,
Oh, we're not gonna talk
why
about that
not?
again. Oh yeah, she would be perfect if she stopped if she was continue acting. But like Tawny, she also stopped because she's like, I want to be beautiful
I want
as
to be
this.
beautiful. I want to get married. I want to not be in a box.
Well, she wouldn't have been in
She
the
wouldn't have been
box.
a box.
Oh God, yeah, I think she would be great, but yeah, it would have to be a comedy. So what about you? What do you think?
I mean, honestly, I feel like that pink cut, Love Me Hard, Love Me Deep, the hair salon one would be funny. It's also maybe a palette cleanser too. You want something that's like the opposite,
That yeah, okay, that
right?
makes
You want
sense.
something that's cutesy, but like just actually genuinely cute.
Anything else you could think of besides that one?
Not Taboo X. Just kidding. No, I mean,
What was that other one we just watched recently? Oh, the Sex Clinic that we just recently
oh my
watched.
God. Oh, Genki? Oh,
Yes,
Genki Sex Clinic? Okay, that's funny. That's funny. That's
because
good.
that was like the ultimate more sex
Also,
comedy.
it's a young woman as the lead,
Yeah,
too, in it. So it's kind of fun,
because it has a
playful.
Superman character who has like he premature ejaculates, and then they go and time travel with him to find to to defeat the three women who are like causing his pain, and they like service him to the point that
But he really defeats his demons.
he really defeats his demons.
Versus Woman in a Box is more about letting your demons consume you.
Yeah, so it's like superhero. But then it's like it's too male oriented because of superhero character. So it's like it has to be a woman. It has to be a woman identified movie, I think. So yeah, I think you're right. The pink tush. Or I'm going with like extreme, like opposite is the tale of happiness.
You want to see your happier
I
couple.
want to see a fucking happier
Oh my
couple.
God.
I mean, after watching that movie, I feel like that helped us as a couple.
To learn not what to do.
Yeah,
But oh yes.
and not get caught in front of each other while like they're both cheating.
Maybe close a window, that
No, put the blinds.
put the blinds up.
You can have the window open because you want to aerate that
You
sex
want
scene.
to air it.
But yeah, I think that would be the films for me because I'm like I'm going back in my Rolodex of like films that stand out Nikatsu wise. Because I'm like, no, I wouldn't want another BDSM kind of film because debauchery is just not a palate cleanser. It just
I
continues.
mean, there's a couple like BDSM comedies,
Which ones?
but they're not. There's one that's S&M class. It's an independent pink film, like a studio, and the Katsu bought. It's not really good. It's kind of forgettable.
Because
Uh,
I'm looking at our list of impulse and other stuff would be.
yeah, honestly, there's not like a BDSM comedy I would. There's no like, oh, this is like the flip side, the more easier one.
You're like Sex Hunter.
Wow.
Speaking of arena, that was like degradation, like
Well, it'd be a
Suspiria.
young woman as a lead, and also,
Well, she finds herself. She learns how to dance,
oh my God.
and she likes Coke after, like Coca Cola. I
Oh.
mean, Joan would not approve of that.
Joan would not. Well, that's she's a Pepsi fan.
That's fine. I
Yeah.
don't like what else of our stuff that we have.
I think that's it. I mean, are you surprised the direction Roman X goes after this?
Yes, absolutely. Because they have some really good stuff after this. It's like, okay, they write this wave and then it just gets fucking further down the like the barrel.
Yeah, I
And
mean, it
then
gets
there's
so
the point
bad.
where they do the double X. Remember there's a couple
Oh, there's some brief rebrandings within Roman
because they're
X,
trying to go a little bit more like
but then they don't let
hardcore.
it stay.
They do it's like more hardcore technically. Because I'm like, oh, if it's gonna be hardcore, I thought it was gonna go like more like BDSM, like that kind of stuff.
I mean, there's a lot with BDSM.
Yes, Saikon, like the whenever we get to watch the third one to say we finished the story,
I know.
the
Like my
Saikon.
dream would be like someone from Japan being like, "Here's the third sitcom on VH."
I know somebody in Letterbox just finds out like,
Like
hey, I
here,
oh, that would be the dream because we want to finish that because the first two were just absolute, just I don't know.
degradation.
It's not trash. Well, it is
Well,
trash.
they're all pretty much like all spectacle.
It's spectacle.
Which is kind of funny because like Woman in a Box is like taking it like, okay, like let's do a plot now.
Do you think? Okay, this is for all the Sato fans.
Okay.
Whoever listened to
He
it.
also did a Roman X.
Yeah, okay. Because I want to say, do you think Sato would have done better with Perversion X? Would a different director filmed it better,
Yes.
right?
Yes. It would be a very different film. It'd be so much more moodier.
Also, because he is the king of using that meta idea of using VHS films, like that film, like the film nerd, right? Who's like
Yeah.
filming himself, doing stuff. He would take that, what they did in Perversion, more.
Because I think in 85, he's being an assistant director on a lot of independent pink films. Sometimes films are bought by Nikkastu,
Yeah,
right? So he's at least semi on their radar, but he's not like Sato as we know him now, right? He's the
yeah.
80 on Groper Train films,
Which
right?
that's a
Love it.
perfect. Yeah, who else would you have thought to maybe changed?
He should have actually probably done more of the later, like at least like 87. Sato should have at least done maybe another Roman X title that's not just the one he did. The one he did, it's like Uniform
Oh,
Virgin.
we watched it.
It's kind of artsy.
It's very
It's
artsy.
also weird,
It's weird.
violent, paint splattered,
It's you.
vile.
What I would say, it's like it's more of a it's horror. I would say it goes into a little
Sato
more.
fans don't like it, but I
Yeah.
think because we watched the highs and lows of Roman X, I really like the creativity of
Oh,
what he does with it.
it's one of the highlights of the, excuse me, of Roman X. Outside of it, it is not his like personal best.
No.
But all right, any other director you would have thought, or what would you have changed with Taboo?
Burn it. No. I mean, okay, they have to simplify the cast a bit. I
Yeah.
guess that would work with Woman in a Box. Change the leads a little bit. I mean, if anything, too, it's like it doesn't need to be 80 minutes, right?
Oh, it was 80
If Woman in a
minutes.
Box is long, maybe this could be shorter. I know, again, typically Nikatsu, if they had like a two for like this, like a longer one, both of them are slightly longer than the
Yeah.
average 1 hour. But again, I wish there was some kind of like editing to it. I'm trying to think, it's like who's like a director would be on the radar. Oh, I know who'd be on the radar.
Oh,
Okay. The director of Orgasm Riku and Girl in the Wind Horse Torture should have done it.
oh yeah, he would have glammed it up. He would have put some makeup and blush on it.
Because Mariku is 85,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
it's like also Girl in the Wind Horse Torture is 82 for him, right? He's in house, he's coming up, doing well with BDSM. He should have done it.
Oh, I could see that.
Moodier, better.
Yeah, because like this one is moody, but it needed to be more like moodier.
I mean, I wish more people watched it. I think they get freaked out a little bit.
Yeah, I think so too. And if they don't like it, that's fine. Like I'm there with you. If they didn't like it, just wasn't it. It wasn't a mood. Like it wasn't like an ultimate mood.
I mean, the music's probably should have been a little better, a little bit
Yeah.
more gothic flavoring of it. Yeah, I'm like, gosh,
I mean, there was a beautiful scene that I also liked too, where the German woman and the uncle are having sex in the tub, and it looks very beautiful. It looked very Jean, what's his name? Not Roland, the other one,
Franco?
Franco. It looked very Franco.
Actually, Franco would have done a better version of this film.
Franco would have done a fucking sleazier version of this.
Oh my God, that reminds me because like okay, Paul Naschy did like the Spanish Japanese movies, right? So he went to Japan. I
Oh
wish
god.
Franco had that.
Oh god.
Like some pink film studio should have like brought Franco over. He could have like understood the job.
Oh yeah, they would have been like, "Thank you," and blew him, and he would have like, "Okay," and
The
shot on their
language of
face.
love, you know?
Yeah, that Paul Naschy one from in Japan when he
He
oh
did a few
yeah, I
actually.
remember watching one with the
Beast and the Magic Sword has a Nakatsu actress, Junko Asahina.
yes
So she's known for I Love It From Behind.
yeah
So there's kind of fun, weird, like cross pollinations there.
I mean also because he was doing the cosplay with the eyes. I was like, what is a Spanish man doing with like those eyes?
I mean, Paul Naschy is
I mean, Paul
every
Naschy's amazing.
species, every race, every
He's
supernatural
I
creature,
love him, but like those Japanese films were not it.
all his wig choices.
There's a lot of weak
Those
choices.
Japanese, but they're fun. They're
They're
fun.
fun. They're better, but it's
I
just
feel
like
like I'm more the Naschy apologist of the two of us,
yeah, yeah.
which is funny because I think his films are kind of like wholesome.
They are
They're
wholesome.
wholesome.
I mean, I love the more horror stuff, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like I agree. I think Jess Franco, even Jean Roland would have done a beautiful job with this film.
Actually, okay, speaking of this is a
He
true.
would have taken it to the fucking beach.
Oh,
He would have gone to the
but
beach.
then he'd be kind of like Sato, right? I mean,
Yeah.
he'd be kind of moody,
Yeah.
slow, languid, but probably less depraved,
They would
right?
have more lesbians in them.
More
There would
lesbians.
have been more lesbian action happen. It would have been sapphiric or something, or sapphic or whatever the fuck it's called.
Sapphic.
Sapphic. Thank you.
Saphira?
Sapphire.
Saphira Christopher Gregory?
No, but I'm just like, I think that would have it needed more lesbian.
I needed more lesbian.
Yeah.
I mean, because
Shout
that's
out
like
to
the
my lesbians.
shout out to my lesbian. Queer representation matters in both films.
There was queer representation because
Yeah.
the women like hooked up, but I wanted more for a taboo. Because especially if you have a cover with two women on it with a cross on it, I wanted more like let's go fucking crazier.
More nunsploitation, more
Yeah,
church
something
stuff. I
or just
mean,
like sexual. I don't know something. But anyway, I'm just spewing out shit.
you're in your shoes.
I can't even speak
You're
anymore.
good.
But anyway, is there anything you would add or change, or not only that, or you want to close it up? Any anecdotes?
I mean, it's kind of funny because, like, if this is Nakatsu's Attack on Adult Video, I'm like, yeah, you won for
Yeah, they
this,
did for in this period,
in
and then
this, and then the rest not. So,
yeah, I think adult video won in those later ones of the Hanbon and
which is interesting because Seiko Kazuki would do also adult video outside of Pink Film. You know,
good
easier
for
money.
good for her.
Yeah.
They probably would have treated her right.
Well, she's a committed actress.
Didn't she come back or somebody? Does her daughter do movies or that's a different
No,
actress?
that's a different actress, but
Okay,
that would be kind of a fun thing, like mother, like daughter. That
like just go make her go through the ringer.
I can you imagine like your daughter's coming up like, hey, want to work for Nakatsu?
But they don't do anything like this kind of stuff anymore in Nikkastu.
Oh, but they have the reboots, right? Because like, okay, the one you're thinking of where she's a Nakatsu actress, she's Asuko Hara's follow-up, so she's kind of young, cutesy. We've seen her. She said, oh, she's the Juicy Thigh girl, Seiko's Juicy Thigh.
Oh, Seiko's
That's
Cute
girl.
Eyes. Yeah, yeah, that makes
Her
sense.
daughter is in the lesbian. It's like When the Rain Falls.
Oh,
We didn't care. It was
yeah, we
okay.
watched the yeah, we didn't
Yeah,
care. We didn't care.
she's not one of the main women in
I
it.
mean, it was shot beautifully. I'll give it that. That lesbian one, right?
For the low standards of the reboots,
Of the 2000s of
uh,
digital, yeah, it was fine
yeah,
for what it was.
yes,
For what it was.
uh,
It's kind of like when I watch those gay films from the 2000s and I'm like this is gutter trash. And then when I see other people like crying over it I'm like this was boring. There's nothing. I don't care. Burn it in hell. There was one we watched. I remember it was like Arizona Sky or something. It was like on Amazon one day. And you were like, what is this piece of shit that we're watching? It was so bad. It
oh
was
my God, but that's like a classier movie compared to what we just watched today.
no,
This?
no. Taboo was more classier
Oh, Taboo's
because it had a
classic.
budget.
It had a
It had
budget.
a
It
crew.
had a plot.
There was a plot, even
People
though
were paid,
they were
and
paid.
it was a studio.
There was a studio. It wasn't independently made and just shot in somebody's backyard with a home video,
No,
digital home
it
video.
was a
Video.
wealthy person's house.
Yeah. So anyway, closing thoughts. Just watch Women in a Box. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, watch one in a box. I think Taboo X Perversion. It'd be great if it had more watches in general. I
Yeah.
think some people could vibe with it, maybe not. It's kind of an okayish one too.
I mean, if you really want to start getting to Roman X, I mean, yeah, you have to watch these two. These are two of those.
Do Hell in a Bottle, do Madame de Sade. I mean,
I think if we do another podcast or
do like
another,
a favorites one of Roman X. Just
yeah,
kind of
just
go
kind of
through
go
it.
through them and see. Okay, not even mention the bad ones.
Originally we could have like just talked about both the Woman in a Box films,
We could have,
but
but
then I didn't. I don't know. I don't know.
I'm not a big fan of that one. It's okay.
I'm also more the apologist than you on that.
I could see that. I just like they just retell the story, but in the snow.
Yes.
I mean, they had some great scenes in that one, but I just
It's very moody, very
yeah.
beautiful. It's also the official end of Roman X.
Yeah, which is kind of sad, but it needed to die. By this period, it needed to die. And I think what you're probably gonna find out is that I don't like a lot of moodier stuff.
I'm surprised with the whole like abortion doctor thing in Taboo X. You didn't talk about your favorite Roman X, the birth.
Oh my god, the birth.
That's weird. That is gutter trash.
That is the one that Dakota's like, oh, I can't, and I'm like cheering for
That
it
movie
because
is vile.
it's so vile because not only it's just live birth. They film a live birth in this one, and the rest of it is like it's
Mean.
mean, it's trashy, it's sleazy because they're like there's a doctor and his friends and they
I
just
mean, never trust a doctor in pink film, right? I
no
mean,
no
yeah.
no dentists. We can't trust dentists in pink
Doctors
films.
too.
But in this
Dentists are
one,
worse.
yeah, in this one they just violate this woman and she's not pregnant or anything. They just found this other pregnant woman and she gives birth and that's what's live. But it's so disgraceful, gross.
It's
It's
also fun, grimy. It's
it's
so yellow
grimy.
looking. It's like what?
It's fascinating because it does remind me more of a horror film.
There's also horror music in it.
It's like a snuff film almost, but it's done in that sexual violent way. It's just it's I like it because it's so different from what we're used to with the other Roman acts and the more like stories. And I put in quotations because this
Stories.
has no story.
Oh my god, that's what last okay. I always laugh at the credits, like, wow, there's a screenplay
I
credit.
know when any of these get screenplay, I'm like,
How did they write like a word on a napkin? Like, what's this?
I think they just put on like get a camera crew and they're like, hey, just follow and just do this.
Good to go.
And then they're like, just put some weird music on it.
Improv.
Yeah, so to me, I forgot to mention like the birth one, and it's so random, and I love it, and I appreciate it for being random. I don't love it because of how fucked up it is. I just like it because it's different. And I know your favorite Roman X is besides Warner Box is
Wait, which one? I don't know. I mean, all of that? No.
House of
Oh, House of Cards is good. I
yeah.
think that's also just the Jess Franco fan in me too. It's very moody. The
Mhm.
style is great too. I'm trying to think of like a one that's not so good, almost since like the birth that shocked me.
I think that one shocked you, and we're again when we watched it together, we were you were like more like
New Wife Torture Edition is probably a favorite. So
that one's a great one.
it's one of the Goijin, the director's pseudonym who did the Sakans again. It has a story. It also has Kazuhiro Sano, who's like one of the four Heavenly Kings of Pink. He's known to Sato fans acting in those films. He's the one who kind of like learns the ropes of BDSM and ties up a tree and a Barbie doll in it.
Oh, that was great.
Great.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of other ones that are just kind of.
There's one I don't know the name of. It's like again, it's new daughter tortured us or something else. It's like where this woman's moody. She's kind of getting attacked in really weird surreal sequences. There's a barn at one point as well. It's just really weird.
Was it the like the intro was where she was on tied on top of a car and they're driving to the barn? Was that
There's
that?
also a horse one. Now that I'm thinking of
That's that
it.
same one that I'm
No, but
thinking.
that's a different one too. Like,
They kind of blurred
yeah,
together,
it's like
but
what?
because again, Roman X, there's some great ones, and then there's other ones that are just pure shit.
I mean, some of them are just straight up like regular adult video. Like, there's no plot. Oh, it's just normal.
Like,
Like,
yeah, they go to a love hotel and they just
yeah,
have
there's
sex.
Hotel. Oh my God, we watched the Love Hotel one too. Ugh.
God. Yeah, so but there's some other great ones of Roman X, like Helen Bottle. That's a great one. Oh, what's her name? The Madame Sod or
The femdom.
the
Oh, I'm
Femdom.
surprised you didn't say the one. Okay, there's one. She's also in the Sakan too, but it's one with like she's an older dom. The young girl comes to her and she's like caring for and in love with her
Yeah, but then the husband sends her
to
away
get
to
trained.
get trained, and this Dom, who's the same Dom in one of the Seikon, so I think part two,
Yeah,
she like has her minions just like beat the shit out of
and
her,
she's wearing like Mardi Gras mask in it.
and it's so like you just feel bad, and then at the end
She cries.
she cares because you see that in the Seikon stuff too. After like they do their session, you see the tops, like their dom tops, like they're very caring, they're very nurturing to their
Yeah, there's that aftercare.
aftercare. So
But I
in
think
this
that's
one,
because like the Sakan too, so like that's involved by like actual people from like the bondage scene
yes,
as
yeah,
well. So like the one you're thinking of too, it's like the dominatrix Mary. I don't want to say I Oi. Her
I think
last
it's
name is
Oye. I think
Oi.
yeah,
Okay, so it's like she ran a BDSM nightclub called the Blue Chateau. So again,
makes
like
sense.
she knew how to do this. She had the
Yeah, because like in
performers.
that film, she like after the woman's like ready to leave, she is so heartbroken and so sad because they created this like relationship together, and then she just like runs around and cries. It's so like mesmerizing and kind of like what? Because you don't think that kind of relationship could happen, but then there is probably that. I'm not too much familiar in that scene, but like the way she just cries for her,
It's so funny.
it's so funny. And then she's in the car, and then that woman's just like, "I am ready" or something. It's just like what?
Gosh.
Yeah. So again, I didn't think about it because I was trying to stay focused on these two
I
films.
mean, I think it's a good segue to just talk about it because, like, who knows if we're ever going to talk about that one specifically either. It
No.
just teases these Roman X titles. I think in general, it'd be great if people would watch them.
Yeah, if you want to find out, just go to Dakota's Letterbox. He has a list of the Roman X films, and there's some. I think there's four or three that we cannot find. There's no way to find. They're just not online anywhere.
Well, yeah, one, a VHS is sold out,
The
right?
VHS is sold out.
Sad. I mean, probably is bad, but like
Yeah, and then the
the
one that
Sakan,
this
again, the VHS is sold out. Sorry. The
so
Laserdisc also
whoever,
sold out.
if anybody hears this out there who knows somebody
Give
who
us the third Sakan.
find the third Sakan for us so we can watch it and then we can talk about it. And then there's yeah, so I think there's two or yeah, like so Sakan, that one that's the VHS.
We also have one at home left to watch.
Oh
A
yes, yes.
quarter of a Roman X.
It's a quarter. Explain that.
So, okay, some of the Roman X titles, like we just talked about the highlight, the start of it, their actual production.
Yeah.
Some of them they would times like edit together videos,
Yes.
right? Sometimes they were ones that were made by Kotatsu, sometimes not. Sometimes there's two videos plopped together. The one like we're talking about, it's four put together, and then we have the VHS that's for one of the four released separately.
Yeah, you heard that right.
Why not? It'll be
I,
back.
I'm like, okay, and it's 30 minutes, right?
God, love it
As it should be. It
as it
should
should
not be an
be.
hour because some of those Roman X's ones are like an hour, like oh, and I have no shame of speeding, fast forwarding through shit. Sometimes that's how I watch some gay
I know for
films.
some
Like,
like I'm like no like this is sacred. This is cinema.
oh, I don't care.
We have to we have to watch.
I'll watch any kind of film. If it's getting boring, I'll fast forward. I don't care.
But Woman in a Box, we just let it play.
We let that shit play, and it's like we don't need any taboo. I have to fast forward if I have to watch it again.
Yes, now they know of it. I would skip a lot of the introduction as well, kind of get more cut through towards the middle.
Yeah, because you don't need to know too much in the beginning. To be honest,
Yeah, the setup is a little clunky.
it's clunky, and then once you get into the middle and the end, it's like okay,
Yeah, Freak Show Awakens.
yeah, it's fun, and it's like oh okay, but
Honestly, I think we could close. Like, this is kind of fun too.
I know
I
because
think
we could keep on going about
we could
Roman
keep on
X,
going.
and I think whoever's gonna listen to this are gonna be like, please stop.
Well, I mean, I think they want to hear us talk about because they might not watch it.
I know I don't think anybody's gonna sit there and want to watch how many Roman X's are there,
Over 60,
and somehow we watched them all.
almost all. Oh my God.
Oh, some of them I kind of blanked out, and
You
I
disassociated.
disassociate a lot, like some of the girls in Nikkastu.
Yeah, you got the mayo and the steak.
Ugh. Oh, I don't know. Mayo makes me it's gross. That's why I eat vegan mayo.
I know that actually grossed me out to watch.
And it's hard to gross you out.
Yeah.
It's hard to gross you out. Me, I'm pretty okay. There's certain things I can't handle it.
I think when they do anything that's like smell, or I think of a smell in some of these movies, so like when they bring in like a food thing, that freaks me out more than actually the violence.
Oh, and I'm okay with the
Because I
food
can kind
stuff.
of disassociate it. I mean, since I think the violence to me is almost kind of like a horror film, right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like fantastical. Once it's like the food, I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, and I think for me, I can't handle, and we saw that when we watched not a like a Nikkastu film, it was a horror film called Girl Hell 99.
Oh, anything that's more of a controversial topic too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
something that's
okay.
more of like it's more controversial. I can't handle, and that goes back to my own trauma stuff. So, but other stuff I can handle, like if it's crazy shit, true crime, violence, I'm like okay, and then I have to research it to find out more. So
I know. I'm like, oh my gosh.
it's funny. We had a kind of a debate about Girl Hell when we first watched it,
You know,
and then it turned into like okay, it was a therapy session after.
people keep confusing, okay, that girl hell with Kanuma's girl hell. Like
Yes.
once the Kanuma's girl hell got announced, I was like, oh
Oh
my
yeah.
God. I was like, this is such a great
And
film.
then
And then
I'm
they're like,
like,
what?
I said, I go, wait, why are they releasing this? This is pure shit. And you're like, it's not the same film. I'm like, no, it's girl. And then Dakota had to literally show
No, it's
me
like
the,
this is Kanuma. This
and,
is rural horror.
and
This
then
is
I go, oh, I remember watching,
lesbian.
and I go, I forgot about that film. So anyway, on that note,
Let's end.
let's end.
You're home.
Your home.
I'm home. In the words of Seiko Kazuki, you're
No,
home.
no, welcome home.
Welcome home.
It's welcome home. So welcome to our depraved little podcast. I hope you guys liked what we talked about. If you subscribe to us or tell people to listen.
And maybe we'll go Swedish soon.
Oh, maybe.
I know you're crying.
God, those are those are other again, I don't like moody stuff for some reason.
But there's like music.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay.
Anyway, don't forget to subscribe and
Oh yeah, so you can follow us on like Letterbox, Instagram too. Like, so your name Christopher Velasco. My name's
Christopher
Dakota New.
Velasco.
It's kind of fun. People don't know what we actually sound like.
Or and then if you follow us on Instagram, you can see what we look like.
Oh God, that's the real
Oh no,
painful.
that's the Patreon.
Oh
It's the
God, the
page
Patreon.
or
Wow.
OnlyFans or whatever the kids are
No.
doing these days. But
Oh.
no, no, yeah. If you find us on Letterbox, you could find through Dakota or myself. So yeah, my little picture is like me at some at one of the slash video things where it's a lot of posters and I'm wearing a Beyond.
You want to just like leave a Roman X title there?
I would. We have some like VHS that we
they're
don't want
they're
anymore.
collector's items.
Yeah, they are. No, if we wanted to, we could resell them. But anyway, find us on Instagram, find us on
Yeah,
Letterbox.
and stay tuned for the next episode.
I don't know what that's going to be.
I don't know either.
God.
There's no plot.
Just like a Roman X.
There's no plot, but is the most exciting.